Hello and welcome to Manifesting Monday. I am Jean Berry, your host, and I invite you to manifest with me. Today, we are talking about energy key number 3 for manifesting, and that's expansion and contraction. And I have pre-recorded this one today because we're in the middle of the holidays and my kids are coming to visit. Shout out to my daughter who got my mic working again. Woohoo! Always good to move things along and sound better, right? Thank you for joining me, and I'm really interested to see how this one hits y'all because this one is truly about embodiment, embodying of expansion and contraction. So expansion and contraction, you can think of as the winding up and the winding down of your body. This is the energy bridge that actually makes things happen from energy into your body. So this is super exciting. And at the end of this, I'm going to give you a little exercise that just takes a minute that will totally shift your capacity to materialize the things that you want to manifest. Woo. And so today, the example I'm going to talk about is about your health, because I think it's really easy to understand when you're not feeling good in your body, how that impacts your ability to manifest and even manifest healing. So I'm going to talk about it because over the last 6 weeks or so, I was actually really sick and I wasn't feeling good. And I want you to think of a time when you're not feeling good, either emotionally not feeling good or physically not feeling good. And I want you to think of this kind of circular thing that happens that turns your body and turns your shoulders in, turns your chin down. And what it's really doing, especially when you're not feeling good in your body, is it protects your heart, right? Your body folds in and your energy protects the one thing that really, really matters on this planet, your heart energy. And what that does, however, and that's really good for some sorts of healing, is to really protect that. Yet what happens is it sometimes also cuts off the energetic flow of your light. And so what happens, and what happened to me over the last 6 weeks when my body wasn't feeling good, I actually really wanted to make something positive happen in my world. My head was going on overtime, right? We're in that mind loop, and my head's going on this overwhelm and basically judging me for not getting stuff done when my body wasn't feeling good. The challenge was then in this state of being turned in, my head was not giving me super great instructions because I wasn't connecting with my light and my higher self. And because of this closing off, then I was kind of stuck, right? Because I was getting bad information from my head, which was saying, you really should get something done. Let's go push through this. You don't feel good. It's okay. Go ahead and do that anyway. That's what my head was saying. And so it's this contraction that pulls it all in and then makes it not really great instructions that feel like they could have been helpful and useful, but they weren't. So, that's where a breath can really be super helpful, because then you can become aware of the state you're in. And sometimes it becomes really obvious because you can see your shoulders turned in. You can see your head turned down. And when you're not feeling good, especially emotionally, that is a normal state to be in, right? And so I want to then show you this process of opening it up. It's really super simple. Are you ready for it? We're going to go clockwise. So if you think of your hand as in the center of your nose and the direction a clock goes, okay? So I want you to think of the clock. So it might be showing backwards on my video here. But for you, you're going to look up and see your fingers and see the clockwise direction. Whoops, as I hit my microphone. There we go. And so you're going to create this clockwise direction. And so you can feel yourself folded in. I want you to create this clockwise space, and you're going to make it bigger and bigger. You're going to follow it with your eyes, right? Follow it with your eyes. Follow it, follow. Just keep making bigger and bigger and bigger. Keep making it bigger until your arms are always all the way outstretched. And when you get all the way out here, I want you to throw your arms out and your shoulders back. Just like that. Okay. Now there's a little nuance on this, is that I want you to touch your third eye to turn on that center for you. And I want you to still tuck your chin in, because there's something beautiful that happens here at the top of your head that opens when we create the connection from here to our heart, and we disconnect our thinking brain for the moment, because we want to get our highest and best information. So you're going to grab up here, you're going to open state, chin in. Okay, now we are in the embodied position for manifesting. This is where we can connect to our higher self, let the light pour in. Take a moment, let the light pour in, all the way down to your toes, and right into the earth. Whew. And there's a beautiful thing that happens when your love and highest self and light hits the earth. It lights up the whole earth. It lights up everything you're standing on. And Mother Earth says, woohoo, there's a light on. And Mother Earth sends love back up through it. So now let's take that love right from the earth and sending right through our feet, all the way up to our hips, up to our hearts again. And so we are protected and supported on both sides from both our higher selves and from the earth itself. This is the expanded space. So the energy key of contraction, expansion, is about awareness. It's about noticing that you are in a contracted state. And sometimes that is worthy, right? Sometimes if you're really in a healing space and you're not going to make any decisions and you're not going to take any actions and you're not interacting with anyone else, that can be a great place to let yourself cocoon. However, there is always an opening for more light to pour in. So in that state, if you can put on some headphones, maybe put on some aligned music, or listen to a white noise hum, that can be a beautiful space to neutralize that flow. Because remember, we are creating a circular pattern. We are in constant motion. Our Earth is in constant motion. The solar system is in constant motion. And that motion is a spiral. That motion is a spiral. If you've ever seen any of the models of how our solar system works, it's really incredibly cool, because although we usually, when we were in grade school, they put up a static picture with the sun in the middle and then 9 planets or 8 planets aligned out from that, it looks like it's a static picture, but it's not. It's actually moving. And if you see one of the, go search it up on Google, because it's really cool. And you see the entire solar system is moving in a spiral. This is the same thing with your energy. You are also moving in a spiral. It is no mystery that our DNA is also a spiral form, right? It indicates how our whole life works. And so because we're constantly spiraling, you want to be aware of whether you're spiraling up, out, expansive, or whether you're spiraling down. And there's nothing wrong here, right? But you are spiraling. And this is what you need to understand about the expansion and contraction, is that when you're in a contracted state, this is not a time to make decisions, to choose to go different spaces, to make decisions. This is not the time to do that. And that's okay. Open your energy, expand it the other direction, and go. This is because your energy is not static. We are not on a static scale that says, I'm in depression and then I'm going to go to joy. Doesn't happen that way, right? We're not going to go from one of those to the next. We are on a spiral. And going on the next spiral above, that's the place we want to be. That's how we want to connect to our source. And when we're in an upward, light, expansive space, that's the time to make decisions. So I found that in the last months when I was very sick and I'd find myself in this space, often I'd just go to one of my meditation apps. I have quite a few of them. And pick something that was not even a guided meditation. I found it best to do a white noise or sound. I love the sound bowls, or even, my favorites are deep cello, deep cello meditations. I love those tones. They're really beautiful to be in that state, knowing I'm not going to make any decisions. And then when I would step into my office and say, I'm going to do something, noticing that maybe I'm not at my best, and then how could I be best served? I do that little exercise, right? Big round, 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 open, open up the arms. Now, in this state, I can say, okay, I'm ready to post to social media. I'm ready to make a video. I'm ready to do those kind of things. This is this beautiful space of expansion. Our universe is always expanding, and when we go with the natural flow of that, it's kind of like going with the direction of the river. We're not paddling upstream, right? Contraction is like trying to paddle upstream. And we don't want to do that. Let's go with the flow. The universe is expanding. That means it's changing. And this is our capacity then to start being change and flowing with the change and making choices for us and our extended families for that change. Things are going to change. We'll just get better at it because we're in an expanding universe. So that is the energy key of expansion, contraction, when it comes to manifesting. I hope you have a fabulous week, a fabulous holiday week, whatever holidays you are celebrating. There's a lot of them this week. And I wish you a beautiful, expansive, and fun and delightful week. We'll see you next week on Manifesting Monday. If you would like to follow me and learn more, you can go to manifestingmath.com. Let me pop that on the screen. There it is, manifestingmath.com. And we will be posting new videos there, new information, and new opportunities, and my new book when it comes out in the spring. And I'm so excited to share all of that with you. Love you.